Hello, everybody. How we doing? How we doing? My name is Quantic Flux, and today we're going to be checking out the DLC to one of my favorite roguelite deck builders of all time, Knock on the Coffin Lid. Big thanks to Red Boon, the developers, for sending this one my way. This is a time loop story-based roguelite deck builder where the events on the map stay in the same location every time, but they change based on what you figure out about the story, and you combo events together. It's very good. It's a lot of fun. And without further ado, why don't we head on in and check it out?
Are you satisfied now?
I'm more than satisfied, although I'm not impressed. And you?
I'd like to impress you. I'm capable of more.
Are you sure? We can check that. If all the divinations come true, you'll learn the real limit of the possible.
How will I explain this to them?
Figure it out yourself.
Dude, I knew that Mortis was a bad guy. I knew the entire time. I called it. This piece of crap.
I guess this requires some explanation after all. What do you want to know first? Liar! No, I didn't lie to anyone. Each one of you got what they wanted, but separately. Not all of you at the same time. It just so happened that your aspirations were largely the same.
The same as yours, you mean?
Yeah. And that offers completely new opportunities. Hey, don't look at me like that. How about making dreams come true for all three of you? Would you be against that?
For the three of us at once? Aren't there contradictions between us?
The throne of the Northern Gate is mine.
Percival will serve the people of the Northern Gate and find himself as family among them. Bjorn will get rid of his curse, and the rest doesn't concern him much. Vanadis will finally understand what she really needs.
I need the throne!
Ooh, calm
Are
down.
there any other pretenders to it?
Do you want us to play your games again?
Actually, yes.
Dude, Mortis sucks. I just want that on record. But alright, we got the tarot card unlocked. Basic deck doubled. Gains stubbornness. Each card played discards a random card from hand. Interesting and annoying. Power, is it the means or the goal? Purposefulness, is it persistence or stubbornness? Okay. Damage taken tripled in the Lycan form? Holy crap. Not in the Lycan form. Cat is destroying things, sorry. Not in the Lycan form, damage dealt is halved. That's horrible. These are so hard. There's a fine line between self-discovery and escape from reality. On summoning a pet, gain 5 connection. Upon recalling a pet, gain 10 frostbite. That seems the easiest. Strength implies responsibility. Initiative involves consequences, and retribution standing. Go with that. Alright, Vanadis. I've not used the fox much, so let's go in with the fox. The magician won't have to fight. Ooh. Hold on. Sorry. I have fast mode on. Well, hold on. Hold on. Calm down. Jeez Louise, you guys are talking fast. Magician won't have to fight the king if she gives him... I don't know what that says. Neat Salaman at the nameless thing. Oh, what that is. That's the bomb in the puddle. Read it from right to left. It spells the nameless thing. Oh, you told me right afterwards. Okay. And the king is Sigismund, obviously. The thing without a name. Where can I look for it, and how can I know that I've found it? An item has a name, that it's not it. I don't even want to think about how it will defeat Sigismund. It's probably a nuke, I'm pretty sure. Right? It's too early to think about that. There's a large puddle on... Oh, he's telling me. A large puddle on a road in the frontier. Look at the bottom of the puddle. Maybe you'll get lucky. Mortis, if there was something... There's someone else in your place... Sorry, if it were someone else in your place, I think that he was simply making fun of me, but you're not simply making fun of me. Is that thing really there? I found it as Percival. Yeah, it's there. Yes, but why is the name backwards? Means you'll have to turn it over somehow. This is like some kind of devilry. I was thinking about demons and such as well. Okay. Weird. Luckily, I know exactly where that is because of my many runs as Percival. I do wonder if we have to do a bunch of different runs, though. Magician won't have to fight the king if she gives him... Again, it's the nameless thing. Nameless thing is the nameless thing spelled backwards. First, Millenis needs to pull that thing out of the roadside puddle in the frontier. That's right here. Oh, and it's even telling me. Okay. With the crown. All right. Sorry. If you've not seen this game before, it's a fantastic roguelite deck builder, but it's story-based. So the map is almost exactly the same every time. The bosses change and the fights change, but the events remain in the same spot on the map. But the interesting thing about the game is that the events are mostly related, so you can go to the same event after learning information from different events and learn new things, which is pretty awesome. It's very fun. It makes the game extremely replayable. Vanadis is a character that can summon pets. When she's on her own, she uses a bow that does piercing damage. Piercing damage stacks on itself. But all of her cards have another side, and her pet uses the other side of these cards. So, like, for example, this says restore 4 health if you have no evasion, gain 1 evasion. That's the fox. This guy only attacks 1 at a time. So, we could get evasion by herself, I guess. Yeah, I mean, we might as well. This guy, when you attack him, he gets stronger, but he's only doing 1 attack, so what do I care? Okay. Yep. That's fine. We're gonna dodge. Oh, I should turn off fast mode, sorry. For those that don't want spoilers, cover your ears real quick. I turned on fast mode because you have to beat the game in a very specific way, at least once, in order to unlock the DLC. So, again, if you don't want to hear spoilers, I suggest you cover your ears, fast forward like 20 seconds. But in order to unlock the DLC, or I guess specifically the tarot cards, I don't know about the rest of the DLC, you have to kill Millenis, possibly, as Percival. You then have to kill her as Bjorn. Then you have to kill her as Vanadis, this character, but also spare Mortis, because you can kill Mortis right afterwards. Once you do that, you'll see the cutscene that I just showed you. This is right after I finished a Bjorn run, as a matter of fact, my final run. But you'll see the cutscene that you saw at the beginning of the video, and yeah, then you'll have unlocked the tarot cards. Okay. Deal 5 piercing damage. If no health damage is dealt, draw a jab. Okay. So if they have block, I'm going to deal piercing damage. And if I don't hit health, I'm going to get a jab. Okay. It's not bad. Deal 5 damage. If the target is killed, gain 10 connection. I don't care. 5 damage is... Oh, it's the same on the other side. Okay. Like 2 poison to a random enemy. Restore 2 health per poison on enemies. Still a random enemy. Poison is very good in this game. It doesn't tick down. I will take that. All right, go to the puddle. On the way, we got parched, and as luck would have it, we couldn't find any other water source except a dirty, smelly puddle. I wouldn't drink that filth by pain of death, but my pet drank his fill. As I watched him greedily slurp up the murky green slush, I was thinking about the consequences of this questionable quenching. Search the bottom of the puddle. Why is it called a thing without a name? I would call it a thumper. But what should I do with it? Thump the life out of Sigismund? You can try that, but I would advise that you show it to a merchant who trades rarities. It's also called the Lucky Trader. Anyone knows anything about the thing without a name, it's him. I don't know that I know the Lucky Trader. Advised Vanatus possibly to take the nameless thing to the fortune seller. Not necessary, but it might lead her in the right direction. I'm not sure if I know who the fortune seller is. I know the most about Percival's story, so let me look in here for the fortune seller. In fact, let me search. Fortune. Okay. Seller. I don't know that I know this guy. The fortune seller. Okay. Maybe he's exclusive to Vanatus? Oops. Wait, don't look at that. That's the that's the various endings. What am I trying to do here? Here it is. Okay. Fortune? Nope. I guess maybe I've never seen a fortune seller. I don't know how that's possible because I've played an awful lot of this game. Oh, is it right here? Probably right there. The Lucky Trader. Oh, I've come to the right place. Show the thing without a name. It once belonged to a demon. The Inquilines would want to have this thing, but it would be better if that didn't happen. Hard to predict the consequences. It must be kept in a safe place so that it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Listen, sell it to me. I'll make sure no one finds it. How am I supposed to use it to defeat Sigismund? I sell it to you, sir. I don't think that sounds correct. I'm going to deny. I'm stumped. Why? You were told that the Inquilines would want it for themselves. He said it would lead to something bad. What makes you think you're fulfilling a good prophecy? Again, I'm pretty positive that's a bad guy. I've got like no money. What is this? Fragmentation grenade? I've never seen this in my life. What the heck? I've not seen this either. These might be new items. Blood thingy? I don't know what any of these are. What the heck? It's a piece of a curse set. I don't know that I want to get curse cards already. Let me just leave. I'm going to save my money. Thanks for nothing, guy. The Inquilines want to have it for themselves. I wonder what they can offer in return. I mean, am I supposed to be giving it to demons? Let's see. If I remember correctly, this is dwarves desecrating a thing. This is a bear. There's a bunch of dwarves with a chest. Okay. I don't need another shop. Let's go around this way. Hello, dwarves. Gladly bowed down to all Evan idols I meet along the way, but dwarves chop them down for some reason. Why are they doing this? Personally, I don't mind, but what's the point? After all, dwarves worship the primordial spirits too. The spirits themselves don't care who makes the offerings at all. These powerful artifacts help anyone who's generous with offerings. If you destroy them, aren't dwarves afraid of angering the guardians? I guess I'll murder some dwarves. Why not? I decided to protect the idol in order to use it for its intended purpose. If we spend 200 gold at the idol, we can upgrade 2 cards. I'll dress you down so badly your own mother won't recognize you. Rude.
Themselves the masters of the frontier.
Okay.
But for everyone else, they are treacherous invaders.
So dwarves are quite annoying because if you play 2 cards in a row, they buff themselves. I just realized my last run, I ate a bunch of mushrooms that killed me, and because of that, I came back as a ghost. I have insubstantiality, so the first 3 attacks that I take don't do more than 1 damage. It's very funny. Okay. Well, I'm going to try and murder this man. This guy taunts. We dodge one of these attacks. Attack again. I guess it doesn't really matter if you do twice as much damage if you're only doing 1 damage. Ever. Then I could stun one of these guys with this, but it makes me take damage, which I'd rather not do. I guess I'm taking 1 damage anyways. Right? Okay, sir. I am going to kill you with this,
Rest in peace.
so I can guarantee that poison goes on you.
He's not as lucky as you. I won't revive him.
Okay. Dodge. Vanadis has so little health, I'm noticing. 50 is like nothing. But I guess she has easy access to evasion, so pretty good. Sir, can you die faster? You're taking forever. As I said, poison does not go down at all at any point, so it's like really good. Okay, we're gonna add some piercing. Piercing increases the rate of piercing damage for the rest of battle. It's really good. And you got no bleeding, so that's not helpful. It's gonna do 0 damage. Do 4 there. And you're dead. Okay, rude. Poison goes off at the end of the turn, apparently.
Not your fault.
I'm pretty sure bleeding goes off at the start, so I got confused. Alright, what do we got here? Clone a random card from hand to the draw pile. Alright, why do I care? Draw 2 cards of your choice from the draw and discard pile. I don't want that. 5 damage to all enemies. Okay. Draw a card from your choice. The draw pile, huh? That's pretty good. I'll grab it. It's not great when you haven't upgraded it, but I will upgrade it immediately. Wonderful. And what do you do when you're up? Oops, not you. 2 evasion is nuts, by the way. Or poison. Draw 2. Holy. Great. Okay. I think getting 2 evasion is really good, since enemies with multi-attack are going to do a ton of damage to us if I don't stack evasion. Since the owner couldn't be found nearby, let's just assume that this is mine. Rolls helmet. Increase maximum HP by 10, gain 2 balm. Balm is a heal over time. Very good. Also, all of the stuff you have gets equipped to your character, which is fun. There's our ghost form. I'm technically a ghost this run, so I'll keep it. Hello, Mr. Bear. You can get along with many different animals, but a man-eating bear is not the case, as they say. With all due respect to the animal world, it's not always possible to connect with them. Sometimes it's just a question of who wins with no other options. Oh, okay. Sorry, Mr. Bear. I'm going to have to put you down. We've got to use our fox, by the way. Probably do that at some point. Alright. Severely wounded, changes intention to defense. Gains inner beast, gains strength when you play skills. That's not good. Ah, I can't get it. Can't get evasion unless they're attacking. I didn't notice that earlier. Okay, well, I would like to use this to draw my poison. Poisoned. Then I'm going to add piercing twice. Add some more piercing. Draw a card. Wow, we kind of did a lot of damage. Okay. Anything on the other side costs 1. Nope. The blue crystal things here are the number of times that you can summon your animal in a fight. I tend to be kind of tend to not summon my animal if I can avoid it. Mostly because I'm worried that I'm going to run out of uses, which is kind of a stupid thing to say when when you just never end up using it. I'm gonna stun ya. Take 1 damage. I think that's fine. I think there's an achievement if you win this fight without triggering his inner beast. So if we can avoid using skill... No, he didn't have it on yet. I'm gonna say, I think I've already failed. Okay. Piercing stacks real quick, as you can see. He's changed his intention. Shit. Is the poison thing? It's a skill. Damn it. Whoops. Alright, messed that up. Okay. Alright, Mr. Bear, you need to calm down. I wonder why we have a to the bone. Ah, it's because of the other side. Deal 6 damage if health damage is dealt. Inflict bleeding. I'm gonna say we don't have any bleeding in our starting deck, but we do. Alright, hit you, draw a card. Hit you, draw a card. I'm gonna poison you. Double piercing. Correct. And we're not really taking damage. We're taking 1. He healed 2, so what do I care? Alright, sir. Die. Get out of here.
How many does that make?
Alright, what do you got for me? Burning will not deal damage to the Vanitas next time it is triggered. Instead, it will restore health. Wow. That's pretty good. Deal 3 damage. Each card in the draw pile increases this card's damage by 1. That's also pretty good. Deal 7 damage once for every enemy on the battlefield. I kind of like reserve. Alright, what you got for me? Unburning a card, the pet gains 5 block. I don't care. Gain 10 gold upon dealing health damage with an attack once per turn. Jab inflicts 1 poison upon dealing health damage. It's very good. I don't have a way to get jab at the moment, though. I know that the headpiece of this set gives you a jab every turn, which is nuts. Bear Paw. If health is less than 50%, gain 16 block. Pretty good. Hello, dwarves. Again, dwarves are very annoying. Because they eat when you play things in a row. I'm going to try and murder this guy first because he buffs everyone else. Easier said than done, though. Since this guy can taunt. Yeah, I should probably dodge.
A breather never hurt anybody.
That way we make our insubstantiality last. Stop. Okay. Ah, it's only in the draw pile. I don't know why I read that as in the deck. Two cards in a row. They're angry now. Okay, you're dead. Okay, 2 evasion. I'm dodging both. Love to see that. What? I must not have been paying attention. Okay, no one's attacking me. First things first. Nice. That's fine. This does 0 damage. Tell you what, get our fox in here, man. Hello, Mr. Fox. How you doing? Restore 8 health. If you have no evasion, gain 2 evasion. We have evasion. For 4 health, we don't need to restore health. Your pet can't rub the nameless thing because it has paws. That's very funny. You're dead. Yep, bleeding. So the challenge was if we dismiss our pet, we get frostbite. I think we could probably just finish the fight with our pet, to be honest. 4 move. Deal 4 damage. Pet gains 2 strength until end of turn. Yeah, we take that. I'd like to get 4 move back. Strength, by the way, increases the damage of your attacks. Gonna double your thing. Never mind. I kill you. Ooh. 8 connection. Yeah, you're dead. Double your attack all you want. You're gonna die from bleeding. 29 bleeding is absurd. Get out of here. Good job, Mr. Fox. Restore 15 health and gain 5 bleeding. Bleeding ticks down by 1 per turn, so that's 5 factorial, which is much more than 15, right? Why would I want that? AoE's fine, but I don't think I really want to junk up my deck. I did my math wrong, by the way. I multiplied 5 times 4, which is 20. It's not how you do it. It's 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Which is what? 9, 12. It's 15, right? Dwarves haven't taken the frontier yet, but have already set up outposts on the eastern outskirts so that the refugees from the Heathlands couldn't go east. They drive humans south towards the sunny city, towards imminent death. Let me pass. Leaving the frontier, isn't that what you want? Just let me pass. Chosen the wrong route, darling. You can't go east. Turn west. So you're like sexist, huh? Can't go east, go west. I have not seen this event before, so I'm gonna listen. So you just skipped me ahead on the map. I rather would have fought you. I thought you were gonna put me out like all the way on the other side. By the way, the direction you choose in this game is important. Because you go to an entirely different second area. Depending on which direction you go in.
That's a good start.
Okay. Have some poison.
He's not as lucky as you. I won't revive him.
If you go to... there's also 2 new areas in the DLC, by the way. I've not seen either of them yet. But I am curious what they are. But if you go off to the left, first of all, you're fighting mostly elves on the left-hand side of the first map. And then second of all... you've taunted me. Second of all, the second area is a bog. I see. Second area is... Crap, I shouldn't have played that. The dwarves make you freaking play in a weird way. The second area is a bog full of, like, cultists. If you go off to the west side, you go to the east side, which is where we're going. It's like a desert steppe type area that's full of goblins and orcs. So that's where we're going. Okay, we're gonna do skill, attack, a skill, attack, and honestly another attack. Oh, no, that's a skill, so we're good. We're already dodging both anyways, so it doesn't really matter if we double them. Okay. 12 damage is not enough to kill you, unfortunately. He certainly is. Get out of here. Okay, you're doing real damage now, though. So let me get an evasion. I'll attack you. And then since I'm dodging your crap anyways, I don't really care if you double. Jerk. Like Vanitas. I don't know if I'm just better at Vanitas, but I'm having an easier time with her than I did with definitely the other two characters. Percival's probably my favorite, I think. I have an idea. Burn that. There we go. Now this does 12 damage. Percival's probably kind of my favorite. He's the first character you play as. He's kind of like a knight type dealy. Got a lot of defensive cards. He gets block a lot. And he's pretty good. Deal 6 damage when dealing HP damage, inflict 2 poison. I am going for poison build. Gain 2 bomb. This bomb will be reset upon taking health damage. Not very good. Do the poison. Bjorn is the second character, and he is so hard to play, in my opinion. Ignore Barb is fantastic, by the way. I forgot I should have equipped this entire time. Whoops. Your items, by the way, can give you cards that you can't get rid of. Let's see. 4 armor. I'm taking health damage, gain 5 block and 2 armor. That's very good. We'll equip that now. As I was saying, though, Bjorn is a character that uses health to play cards and has very little healing. So he, for me, is definitely the hardest. But yeah. I deserve a rest. Along the way, I had picked up some Marusalas, and I was dying to eat mushroom soup. Are you knowledgeable about mushrooms? Several of them I know, so I only pick those ones. I'd like to learn about that, but I find it so difficult. There's so many mushrooms, just try to figure them all out. Okay. No one knows all the mushrooms. You need to start with one species. When you learn to distinguish it, you can proceed to another, and so step by step, you become a mushroom picker. Interesting. We're not really using the pet much, so I'd rather just upgrade my cards. Doubling the damage on this seems pretty good. Especially since as I add more cards to the deck, it's going to get better and better. But on the other hand, getting 4 poison on that seems pretty good too. And then obviously increasing evasion is still good. I'm just going to get poison. Can't go wrong with poison. Alright, dwarves. Why would a couple of huge dwarves attack a fragile girl? Has this world gone crazy? No, it's always been like that. Humans will never understand the motives of other nations. They're very different. We have so little in common. The dwarves get it in their stubborn heads that we are the enemies. Then nothing will ever knock it out of there. 2 stubborn, self-confident blockheads who needed a good beating, and I had to do it on my own. By the way, the story of this game is very interesting. The king has just been killed by his younger brother, who is consorting with demons. And you are brought back to life by Mortis, the guy that we've been talking to do stuff. And I won't spoil too much, but essentially, yeah, stuff is going crazy. So the dwarves and the elves are at war now, even though they weren't previously. And the dwarves are kind of invading into the area that used to belong to them, but has been being used by humans for quite a while. And they're just kind of indiscriminately killing everyone, and especially elves. Elves are now killing humans too because they were allied with specifically Ingvar, the old king, but now he's dead, so it's like all bets are off. We've got no... We're going to draw a card since we're getting gold. Never mind, we don't have that set bonus. Okay. Put some poison on you. Reserve is not doing great. moment. Evade at least one of these. These bosses are pretty hard, by the way, for the other two characters, and they generally kill me. Armor is something that gives you block at the end of every turn, but you need to not get hit. If you get hit, you lose 1 stack of armor per hit that you take. Let's see. Let's poison someone. Okay. Then let's double the poison on you. And by double, I mean add 1. It's not quite doubling now, is it? Give me an evasion.
You've acquired a taste for buffs.
Okay, so we should take 2 damage and then heal. But after this, we're out of insubstantiality. Means we're taking full damage, which means I have to be more careful about playing 2 cards in a row. Either one of you is attacking me, so I'm going to attempt to big murder you. We keep drawing our evasion cards during turns where they're not doing anything. I would like you to not get stronger. So I'm going to stun you. I don't know that we should be throwing a freaking bomb around, by the way. Just tossing it in people's faces. All right. You are, in fact, hitting me. So I will dodge it. Then I'll stab you. I'll play a skill, because it's not an attack. Let's get a point. That's not going to do anything. Whoops. I guess it's fine if I play 2 cards in a row, since I'm not taking that damage anyways. You're going to die from poison now. Big dodge. Okay, that's a lot of damage that's coming in. Also, poison is at the end of a turn, so certainly not ideal. Dodge. Stun. Start killing you because you're going to die anyways. Grabbed a wound. Whoops. Daddy. Billy, no! Getting 1 attack damage per strength. Oh, you're just explaining strength. I was like, what? All right. I'm going to poison you with a skill. I'm going to poison you with an attack. I'm going to continue attacking you. I mean, that's fine. I'll take 1 damage that we're going to heal up anyways to get more armor and then also stun you. Seems like a good trade. I probably should have switched to the Fox in order to play those cards since I had energy left. All right, sir. You're going to die, and there's nothing you can do about it. So say your prayers, you little jerk. Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. That's fine. Get out of here. Easy dub. All right, what you got for me? Burn is like consume in this game. Deal 30 damage to Vanatus, gain 3 insubstantiality. That's pretty good, especially for the later bosses that scale up like crazy. On gaining gold, gain 1 block per each gold coin gained. And 1 armor is friggin' nuts. We're going to take that, and if we can get more of the robber build, that goes crazy. Okay. Gain 2 evasion. When evasion is triggered, restore 10 health and burn 1 status card in the draw pile. Actually very good for Vanatus in particular. An immune and 5 blight upon using any consumable. Blight is horrible. It's kind of like poison, except it ticks up at the beginning of every turn. All right. Getting to the Crimson Steps last time, I felt quite confident. I'd already traveled all that way, albeit in the opposite direction, but the truce with the orcs ruined everything. Goblins are now angry at us and refuse to negotiate, whereas the orcs are as nasty as before. Before the truce, we had only one enemy, and now we have two simultaneously. Rip. Okay. By the way, these quills indicate that I can advance the story there. It seems like we could learn an awful lot of information about Vanidus' story if we go all the way to the right. I do happen to know from the other characters, though, that it's a really hard path. We lose our balm if I do that, which is a little bit of a bummer. But we heal every time we trigger evasion. So I'd say it's a pretty good trade-off. Let me look at my deck real quick. The problem with going this way is that this Herb of Oblivion, he makes you lose a bunch of cards, which can be great if you want to lose cards. The Oblivion Herb has a beneficial magical effect, but it's slightly poisonous. However, you can still try to benefit from it without doing much damage to yourself. I'll chew on a leaf. I will remove a card. I think I'd like to remove... It's really good for the Fox, but it's really bad for Vanidus. The main thing is to monitor your health. The herb to your pet, I have no idea what that does. I'll take one more. Yeah. You never know when it might come in handy. Or they're a bit toxic, but they help to get rid of unwanted memories. Cool. To see an orc in a good mood, you have to smoke a peace pipe with him. I had such an opportunity, but I wasn't sure if I needed it. Shamans say that the primordial spirits of the steppes share their wisdom through that pipe. I'm going to give you the Oblivion Orb that I just found. Shaman silently filled his pipe with the Oblivion Herb and offered me to try the modified composition. Okay. We're removing more cards. Already removed a Quick Hand, so let's remove a Premonition. Okay, removing more cards. Tell you what, Reserve is becoming worse and worse, so I'll remove that. Ooh, deal 10 damage, remove all of a target's Frostbite, gain 1 connection for each removed Frostbite. I don't have any way to do that. Gain 6 blocks for each enemy that it tends to attack. Not bad. Not very good either, though. Noticing that you're forcing me to take, I can't say no to this. Deal 7 damage once for every enemy on the battlefield. I don't care about any of this. I'll grab Ice Pick because it's rarer and hope that I can find a way to make it work. Deal 4 damage, inflict 4 burning. Deal 5 piercing damage if... I mean, I'm going to take this since it's piercing, but burning's fun too. Poison Hand. Reduce the cost of all cards by 1 until they are played. Upon playing any card, deal 3 damage to Vanidus. I hate that. Give me Sore Spot. We're adding a lot of cards to my freaking deck, man. All attacks inflict 2 burning, sure. End of turn gain Muddled is horrible. Muddled is like Snecko in Play the Spire. 10 damage to a random enemy. Deal 4 damage, return the last burned card to the deck. That's kind of fun. Problem with this, though, is that status cards burn. So you probably are going to return a status card. Give me a backhand. Alright. Grum or Gorbagon? Shaman Gorbagon is one of the most... Wait, you can tell them apart? Shaman Gorbagon is one of the most famous and respected goblins. Once he even ran for governor of the goblin town. But that is all ancient history. So this guy is stealing the identity of a guy... No, sorry. This is Grum. And Grum is stealing the identity of Gorbagon. So you can't tell them apart. Hey, Gorbagon. Hi, Gorbagon. It's been a long time. Yes, I'm Gorbagon. You recognize me. Rum, is that you? You finally managed to copy Gorbagon's helmet. Now you can't. Now you can't tell the two apart at all. Oh, and now we're murdering him. Okay. I'm so glad to see you, Vanadis. Finally, so I could kill you. Wow, pretty rude. Okay, I'm noticing a problem. I've stopped using my bow, which means that barbed is now going to hurt me. And every time you do damage to these guys and take full damage, take damage to your HP, you get poisoned. Poison, as I mentioned, does not go away, which is pretty bad. Okay. We're going to play this because the first attack we do every turn gives us gold. We're going to shoot Rum, get 10 block and some gold. Play Trick. We're going to grab Poison. All right, fair enough. That's a bummer that it used the insubstantiality. I don't know why I can't say that word. Okay, Backstab makes it so all of our attacks in hand are one cheaper, which, I don't know if you've noticed, is almost all of the attacks in our hand. Or almost our entire hand, I should say. We're going to attack you because you're very annoying. All attacks inflict burning. Should have played that in the opposite order, but that's fine. Can't play any more of you, which is a bummer. Not actually going to do damage, so it's not going to do the poison. But it did do the burn. So I'll take it. Can't do this, but maybe it'll do the burn. Nope. Ouch. Skills cannot be played. Okay, you're doing something to me. Start of the turn, steals strength and agility, deals damage and inflicts exposed. Also gains helpless effect. When taking damage to HP, it changes to stun. Okay, so I'd like you to stop doing that, please. I can't play any of my skills, which is most of my hand. Backhand is dangerous because I'm probably going to hit one of them and get poisoned. Oh boy. Alright, big bucks, no whammies. That's fine, we had block. We're definitely getting poison damage here, though.
You were killed by poison.
Ow.
Again?
Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage, man. Okay. You're still doing your annoying garbage. I wish you wouldn't. Breach going. Can't help but notice you've stolen so much strength that I'm now not doing damage. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start using potions. That did not do enough. Ugh, you're killing me, dude. How much connection do we have? None? Oh, boy. Alright, Fox, unfortunately, I'm going to need you to take one for the team.
They washed with their own blood.
Okay, you're stunned. That's great. You're going to dodge this. You guys are doing a lot of damage. I think we got to turn back so I can stun. I took the frostbite. I don't exactly know what frostbite does, but holy crap, I took a lot of damage. I got to stun this gentleman. Okay, you're doing 18 damage, which is definitely enough to kill me. Holy crap, man. Alright, I have the heal. Fight's not going well. That's why I didn't want to come this way. Okay, inflict breach, which inflicts burning. Attack you. We're not going to do any damage, so we'll get a jab. I do not know what to do here. I don't have a way to gain strength back, so... Okay. I'm gonna also use this. I think using all 3 of your items in one fight is generally not advised. But this fight's going not very good for me. Okay. Still doing 24 damage, huh? Do have a lot of block. Not exactly where I wanted that to go. Okay, great. We're A-okay. Game has a nice quality of life feature where if you can block, it won't use your evasion. Alright. Let's block. Gain an evasion. For later. Not a really strong reason to do that, so I won't. Well, no, because if it doesn't do damage, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't do damage. It does not add the burning. We could have stunned, but we don't really need to. We do need to finish the fight, though, because we're losing 1 health per turn, which is not ideal. We can afford to do a backhand. If we hit you, it's fine, because we had block. A jab, doing that. Stacking the burn on you. Do a premonition there. Stack the evasion. Every time we actually evade, we get healing. So we kind of want to have some of your attacks go through block, but not too many of them. Okay. We're gonna die anyways. Unlucky. We're not gonna do anything here, as a matter of fact. Well, we're gonna play this. But we're not gonna play any of our attacks, because if we do, we're gonna get gold, which is gonna increase our armor. We want to have... Damn it. We have so much armor that we're not gonna be able to take enough damage to dodge these. So we're not gonna be able to heal. I've shot myself in the foot. You're summoning more allies? I really would like you to not do that, sir. Not a whole lot I can do about that, though. I could stun you. Then I'm taking damage that I don't really want to be taking. But I also don't want you to stun things. I mean, summon things. Okay, you're dead from bleeding. We took a lot of damage. That was a hard fight. Permafrost. At the start of the turn, inflict 1 frostbite on all enemies. That is certainly a way to, utilize that other card we got. Not very good without any other way to apply Frostbite, though. Gain 2 strength to Vanitas and her allies. We just saw the importance of having strength. That was horrible. What does Ice Pick say, exactly? Deal 10 damage, remove all of target's frostbite, gain 1 connection for each frostbite removed. I don't think I care. I think I'd rather have the strength. Okay. Increase maximum HP by 3, gain 3 barbed. Barbed is whenever you get hit with an attack. Deal damage back equal to your barbed value. Even the boots, since we don't have boots. Gain 2 armor and 6 barbed, huh? Sure. By the way, that bear paw definitely saved our life. Was wondering where we were getting all that block from. 4 burning every turn is pretty good. I think I kind of want the 2 strength, though. Alright, keep it moving, keep it grooving. The owner couldn't be found nearby. Let's just assume this is mine. Let's. We still need a bandana. And I used all of our damn potions. Orc Spirit Idol. The primordial spirits of the orcs help wayfarers in their wanderings as long as they do not skip on their offerings. Upgrade 3 random cards. Take 4 elixirs of recovery. Those are health potions. Unique reward. Delete 2 cards. Offer an item. Maximum health is increased by 40. Pretty good, man. 40 health when we have so little is like kind of nuts. I have this dirk that I do not want. All right. Now we just need to heal without dying horribly. What did we learn from you, by the way? Millenis mixed Grum and Gorbagon up after all. Okay. This is an elite fight that I think is probably going to kill me. So I'm going to skip it so we can continue the video. This looks also very deadly, if I'm being honest.
If an orc lacks strength, then intelligence will come in handy.
Okay. Golden scales. Backstab. Attack you to get a jab.
You've acquired a taste for buffs.
Okay. Not good.
A breather never hurt anyone. Did you heal anything?
You put exposed on me, which makes me take 50% more damage, which is not great. Let's see. Give me strength. Shoot you. I guess I'll backhand someone randomly. Why not? Okay. Once we start having to use our evasion, we're going to start healing and burning status cards, which I just saw that they added to our deck. Okay. Crap. Left in hand, all enemies gain 1 strength is horrible. We have 2 evasions, so we're already full dodging. But getting more evasion can't hurt. I don't like the idea of giving them strength, but, you know, what can you do? Not give them strength is something you could do, but that's not what I chose to do. Okay, we're not even using our freaking... not even using our... Oh, we did use an evasion. In fact, we used all our evasion somehow, which is horrible. And 2 evasion. Is there something about this character? When evasion is triggered, increase connection by 1 evasion and lose all evasion. That's awful. That explains why we just were about to take damage. Okay, so this is not as good as I thought. And that's scary. And I don't like it. And we're in danger of dying. That's really bad. Okay. You are dead at the end of your turn. Dodged. Okay, love it.
Easy.
What's your deal, by the way, guy? Gain strength after every turn after the fourth. Okay, so I should probably kill you, sir. First things first, I absolutely would like to evade. Poison somebody. Good. Do this. We're not going to do damage, so we'll get a jab. You are not quite dead, but you're close. And we're evading, so we're going to heal. Nice. You're dead from your bleed. You're not. Yeah, you're both already dead, but just in case you're not. That's not what I wanted to do, but that's fine. Out of here, nerds. Burn all cards in hand. Draw 3 random burn cards. Burn all cards in hand. Draw 4 burn cards of your own choice. Interesting. Deal 10 damage if the target has blocked. Deal 10 damage 2 times. I don't want any of you. But thank you anyways. Healing's great. This is Gorbagon for real. Shaman Gorbagon is one of the most famous and respected goblins. Once he even ran for governor of the goblin town, but that was all ancient history. However, he hasn't forgotten me since then. Bonitus, for so many years I've wanted to take revenge on you, and the spirits have finally heard my prayers. The moment has come. Revenge? Revenge for what? I'm a bit responsible for him not becoming the governor. It just happened. Okay. Oh, new helmet. Oh, you've got a new helmet. It's beautiful. Cheap flattery won't help you. So I met your friend Grum. He's not my friend. And at first I mistook him for you. He has the same helmet as you had before. Okay, continue. So it was you who killed him. You're of some use, I guess. I saved you from that problem. Do you forgive me? No, you ruined my political career. All right, not all is lost. You can run again. When's the next election? Never. He's become even fatter, and now there's absolutely no way to lift him from the chair. He's going to die of obesity soon. The thicker the goblin, the longer he lives. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. You need to stress out less and eat better. All right, now we have to kill him. Sorry about that, Gorbagon. Big stick. I remember this fight being hard too.
I know this Gorbagon. They say he has a lot of fans.
You're dealing 3 attacks, but they're all at 1 damage, so it doesn't matter. Give me that. Okay. In strength and block, and shares it with allies. I'd rather you didn't do that. The nameless thing's kind of busted, man. Also, you died because of my barbs. That's very funny. Okay. Guess I'd like to murder all of your friends before murdering you. That explains why I wasn't getting my armor. I was confused. Okay, so we're going to be wasting all of our evasion, but we're going to be healing a little bit. Okay, what you got for me? Not much. I get the breach on you, but I'm going to go back to targeting you. Okay, some poison on somebody. Good. Can't get more poison on anybody with that, so it's kind of not worth using. This isn't really worth using either, though. Kind of meh. I guess we put burning on. That's a good point. You're becoming quite a beefy lad, and I wish you weren't. Some strength and agility. Or just strength. Okay. For the jab. Jab ya. We're going to take a damage and lose an armor. But you're going to do disarmed, which prevents me from attacking, and that's quite annoying, so don't do that. Never mind, we're not taking damage anyways. You died from the barbs. You'll love to see it. Okay, you were once again trying to prevent me from attacking you. And I hate that. I wish you weren't doing that. Yeah, I'd like to poison you. Only one poison, but, you know, it adds up. Especially on turns where I can't attack. Like now. More poison. Can't do anything else. What are you doing? Just chilling? Summoning allies? I don't want you to do that. The nameless thing is busted, man. Okay. And you are dead. Get out of here. You shouldn't have messed with me, dude. I tried to give you a chance. And you didn't take it, so now you're dead. Increase connection by 1 for each card played in this turn. I don't care. Upon taking damage to barbed, gain 1 agility. Agility makes our block cards more effective, but I don't know that we have block cards. We don't. It is a talent, though. So once we use it, it's going to stay away anyways. I'll take it. And I don't care about any of this. I'd rather have a way to heal. I'll take this just in case. I don't want that. I think I'd rather just inflict more burning for attack. Seems pretty good. Alright, rest. You know, drawing 2 seems pretty good. Especially since we know that the evasion, getting it up to 2 doesn't matter at all for us since we lose it all anyways because of being this specific subclass. The Orc Chief pointed his finger directly at me and said to his shaman, Tabang Du. I used to know the Orcish language quite well, but now I just can't remember what this phrase means. He didn't say anything offensive to you, don't worry. What did he say then? Your pronunciation is bad, so I can't translate it exactly. You don't want to tell me? Fine, I'll find out myself. Okay. This is a pretty hard fight. Let us fight on equal terms. The way I usually beat this is by beating up this guy. Once he gets down to low health, he stuns this guy and redirects the damage, but then you can kill him afterwards. Kill this guy first, he just resurrects him with 50% health. It's kind of rough. We're not gonna dodge that since we have armor. We can play this even though it doesn't do much for us. Not a very good hand if I'm being honest. Get this going. The sooner we start stacking armor, the better, I'd say.
Do you feel anything?
All right. Poison on somebody. I should have done that. Strength first. That's my bad. Reach ya. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's the problem with drawing whenever you attack. You draw cards that you want to use, and then you can't have them. You weakened me for 9 freaking turns. That seems like an excessive amount of turns to be weak. Okay. Hold the phone. I made everything in our hand free. You jab. Jab it up. I forgot. When playing 3 attacks in a row, ends your turn and gains strength. You don't want to be playing that many attacks in a row against this guy, and I completely forgot about that. It's my bad. Okay, certainly not ideal. Strength. Attack someone randomly. Not who I wanted. Estania.
Take a rest and calm down.
51 damage, you say? A lot of damage, my friend. We are going to dodge that, so it's fine. Some more armor. You do be scaling. Draw 2 cards. Some poison going on you.
You didn't fight fair.
Yeah, that's a good point. You did end my turn prematurely. Which is fine, except for the fact that you got more strength. Alright. Status, that's not an attack. Attack you to get a jab. Second attack in a row. I play a skill in between. I have made mistakes. I needed to use trick to grab... To grab an evasion. I've messed up. Mistakes have been made. Ooh, boy. I'm gonna grab this. Just gonna stun ya. Alright, this guy is dying pretty hard. That is more than we can take. Because remember, even if we have evasion, one of them is wasted. As soon as we take 1 attack, it's a problem. So we're going to do that. Going to do this. Oh, it's not good. It's pretty bad. We are going to live, but we are also... Okay, we got evasion. Never mind. No. We are going to take a lot of damage. Never mind. He took fatal damage, so you stunned him. That's great. You did use the evasion. Okay, you need to die, because I can't evade that many attacks, sir. You're already dying to bleed, so I don't care about you. I do care about you, though.
Blast it all.
If I play that, you're going to get stunned. I'd rather just dodge it. Idiot.
He drowned in his own blood.
Okay, sir. It's just you and me now. Coward. Okay. Skill, so we don't end our turn. You attacking me? No. In that case, have some poison. What are you doing, by the way? You buffing yourself? Yeah, you are. We're also getting just a massive amount of block, which is not ideal for me. Yeah, you're ending my turn. And I gave you more strength. It's pretty bad. I keep forgetting. Okay. Dodge. Have some poison. I don't need to stun you because I'm dodging. Heal me up, dummy.
Fly, you fools.
Okay. 50 damage is quite a bit. First things first, we need to try and draw an evasion. Not what I'm looking for. So we are going to be taking damage. Never mind. I think because I destroyed all his block, he got stunned. All right, sir. Dodge. If I attack you again, you're going to end my turn. So I won't. Feel free to give up at any time, sir, because you are just going to bleed / burn to death. / get poisoned to death. You're not attacking me. Skill in between so we don't end the turn. Have some more poison after I attack you. I'm greedy. Get out of here. All right. Burn, stun all enemies which have frostbite, removing frostbite. Not very good. On taking health damage from attacks, gain 2 evasion. So every time we take damage, we get an evasion, which will then let us dodge the next attack if it's a chain of attacks, and also heal us by 10. That's pretty good, man. We finally got a freaking bandana. Increase pet's maximum health by 10. The damage taken by the pet can't be more than half of the pet's current health. I mean, that's fine. Don't care. Bandit deals more than 15 damage, gain 2 strength is nuts. It replaces the nameless thing, though, which I think we need. Grab me the thing that I don't have a slot for. Draw 2 cards of your choice. Deal 36 damage evenly distributed. Only draw a card of your own choice from the draw pile. Just give me two cards of my choice. Each turn, if the first card played is an attack, damage from that attack is duplicated onto a random character. Give me the spike stat. The 2 evasion there doesn't matter, and I don't know why I did that. When I'm the ruler of the Northern Gate, I will definitely not break the truce with the orcs. I'll try to strengthen it. However, it's unknown whether the orcs will want an alliance with the weakened Northern Gate. Respect can only be earned by force, and will be struggling to recover from the devastation for a long time. Okay, well, unfortunately, we are over an hour, so that's where I'm going to have to call it. This is the final zone, though. Fight the boss here. But yeah, I'm going to call it here. This game is fantastic, and I cannot recommend it enough. DLC is also neat from what I've seen so far. It seems like the tarot cards are going to add a bunch of challenges. I don't know what you get for doing the tarot cards, but let's look at the book here. I know there's like achievements in game that give you things, but I think those are from challenges, which is a different thing. So advanced version of a class, huh? Yeah, I don't know if these are from tarot cards or if they're just from doing the challenges that are already in the base game. I'm not 100% sure. But I do know that DLC adds 2 entire new areas, and it adds new event choices. It adds the tarot card system in its entirety. It adds a bunch of stuff, and from what I've seen, it's pretty neat. But yeah, I'll put a link in the description below so you can check out the game yourself. I know it's currently on sale. Let me get that price for you. I think normal price for the base game is $24.99. Currently, it's on sale for 31% off, so it's sitting at $17.24 at the time of this recording. And the DLC is normal price $10.99, currently sitting at $9.89. From what I've seen, most of the DLC comes after you've played a substantial amount of the game, so just keep that in mind before picking up the DLC. But yeah, if you're interested in the game, I encourage you to wishlist it since it helps out devs a lot. And if you'd like to help me out a lot, I'd appreciate it greatly if you left a comment and or like. I really think the game's fantastic. I love it. I've played it a lot at my own time. I think I've put like 60 something hours into it. So yeah, I can't recommend it enough. The most recent reviews are mixed, which is a bummer, but I encourage you to give it a shot if you're interested because it's a fantastic game in my opinion. But yeah, that being said, I'm a small channel. If you'd like to help me out a lot, I'd appreciate it if you could leave a comment and or a like. If you have friends that you think might enjoy the channel, feel free to share with them because the engagement really helps. And if you want to see more from me, my name is Quantic Flux. I put out a new video every single day in my Check It Out series, where I check out new, usually indie, usually roguelike games. If that sounds like something you'd like to see more of, I'd be happy to have you subscribed. Thank you very much for your time. I truly do appreciate it, and I hope I see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.